Well, in today's video, we're going to discuss what I believe are 3 important do's and don'ts when it comes to creating a licking branch for whitetail deer. I'll talk about things like the timing in which to get your licking branch out there. We'll discuss hemp ropes and much more. Let's get right into it. So I didn't think these do's and don'ts were going to be in any particular order, but the more I think about it, I'm going to start off with the most important. The most important do that I can tell you is to get that licking branch out there. Timing wise, you can never be too early. In fact, if you don't have your licking branch out there, you're already late. Deer use licking branches 365 days a year. Now, I find people confusing information about rubs that usually start appearing when the velvet comes off, and they associate that same information to licking branches and think they want to wait until fall when the velvet comes off to use licking branches. Well, that's simply not true. Licking branches get used 365 days a year by both doe and buck. So don't wait to put it out there until fall. Get it out there now, put a trail camera over it, and see what shows up. Number 2 on my list of do's and don'ts, do experiment. Don't be afraid of what others might say or what others are doing. For the past year, I've been using some hemp rope. You may have been seeing information about it. It's an option. I wouldn't say it's the best option. I've had good results with my hemp rope licking branches. I have several of them around my farm here, but I won't necessarily say that deer are more attracted to those versus any other licking branch. In fact, I've found just natural overhanging branches seem to work every bit as good as anything that I can create or make up. Now, there may be situations where you want to use something like hemp rope or your own branch mounted in a certain location. Maybe if you're going to hunt that specific spot, it's a great tool to be able to position the deer exactly as you want it to. These licking branches work with a deer's natural behavior. They can almost not help themselves when they see a licking branch to come and at least check it out and see if any other deer were there. You can use that to your advantage if you're hunting or placing a trail camera there. You can predict the exact position that deer is going to stand in front of that licking branch, and you can use that to your advantage. So don't be afraid to experiment. So the third and final thing that I wanted to discuss, and I've been dropping hints in both 1 and 2, and that is don't stress about doing it perfectly, doing it right or doing it wrong, or listening to what others say has to be done. If you want to use scents and lures, you may. I personally don't spend any money on scents and lures for my setups. I simply hang a rope out there or hang a licking branch or find an existing licking branch to place my camera or my tree stand near. You don't have to stress about whether you're doing it right or doing it wrong. Simply place a trail camera out there and let the evidence speak for itself. Now, a lot of people will say you have to wear rubber gloves and watch your scent while you're there. I personally believe that you will not beat the deer's nose, so no matter how good your scent control is, whether you wear rubber gloves or wear rubber from head to toe, the deer will know you were there. So the best thing to do is not stress about it, get in there, do what you want to do, and then get out of there. Eventually, time solves all problems. Your scent will eventually dissipate, and your trail camera can be there and monitoring exactly what happens. So the third tip is don't stress about it. Don't worry about whether you're doing everything perfectly right or perfectly wrong. Just get out there and enjoy yourself. After all, isn't that the point? So hopefully you've been inspired or found some of this information useful. I'll be placing a link right up here to some more information about specific locations, different heights, and other experiments that I've tried in the past. Feel free to check that out. I'd love to hear from you. Are there things that you've used in the past that worked really well? Maybe some things that didn't work so well? How about some new ideas that you're going to try this year for the first time? Please, I'd love to hear from you. You can put your comments down in the comments section. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.